Howdy guys, excuse me, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Better Homes and Minds. So today, um, I have not actually tried to do what I'm going to do. It's going to be completely winging it, but I'm going to be attempting to make, um, as requested by Connor. I've been trying, well, as I want to do, I've been wanting to do some themed builds, and as requested by Connor, oops, sorry about that, hit my mic, he wanted to see something more medieval. And while I can kind of do medieval, like with the big arches on the houses and stuff like that, I felt like it'd be more suitable to do something like rather than like a blacksmith shop or an old medieval looking house, to do like a castle turret or something like that. So that's exactly what I'm going to attempt to do today. If I can grab some stairs here and some mossy stone walls there. Alright, let's see what I can do with this. So that was more of like a steeple thing. The way the castle turrets usually are is they start small on the bottom and they get bigger on, towards the top. And they aren't much for a house. They're just the turrets on the ends of the castle usually, if I remember right. This one I'm going to turn into more of maybe like a mage tower or something combined with a castle turret. I don't know. Mage towers you typically get smaller at the top too. Maybe I'll just make this like a livable turret, like a or something like that. So maybe we should make it like a 3x3 inside to start with. Throw some moss in there. Well, no. Actually, let's not make this mossy at all. Let's just make it pure cobblestone at this point. Oh, do I have auto jump on? I don't want auto jump on. Thank you. I hate auto jump. Pocket edition is the bane of my existence. So I'm just gonna actually have that like that. And it'll climb itself up. We're gonna need ladders. Don't need vines. It'll climb up probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll first want to go with a 5x5 area, which will give you a 3x3 area inside. And then you'll want to build the blocks up on each wall to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in height. And then you can do whatever you want with the entrance. I just kind of did this with the entrance because I thought, well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't quite like that, actually. Then we'll have an iron door there in the center, I guess. I don't quite know. And that should actually probably be this way. Actually, make this only 4 blocks rather than 6 blocks up. Once you get to that 4th block up, create another floor here. And you can put this little bit wherever you want. You can put it in a corner, you can put it in the center, you can put it in the side, whatever you feel like. Now extend on that 4th block up, extend the floor out like so. Just kind of see how this looks. Because again, I haven't tested this. And then on that extended one, start building those up as the new walls. Actually, no, ignore that. Keep it as a 3x3 inside, not extend it to a 5x5 inside. That just looks ugly. Once you get to this floor, then build up the walls once more. Like so. A total of 4. 2, 3, and 4. Like so. And then once again, you'll want to put a floor here. At this point, it's actually quite tall. So build one more, oops, fell down there, wall up, just one around like this for now, on that second floor, and then go in and place your ladders. This is going to give you 2 floors of space to work with, pretty much. On this one, we're only going to build it up 3 high. On the top 2, you're going to want to extend it out like I was doing prior. 1 block out, like so. But you're not going to want to make the room any bigger. You're going to want to keep it just a 3 by 3, like so. So you're going to have 2 thick walls, 2 block thick walls. Like so, and bam. Then, in my opinion, it'd be best to put the ladder in a corner for this one. So let's do that like so. Gonna do something like that. Something else you can do at the top of each of the ladders is something like that. That might add a little bit of coolness to it, I guess would be a good word for it. And then up here is going to be the top of the tower, the little turret part. So I'm just kind of, oops, I screwed that up. Marking out what the turret is going to look like. So up here is going to be the top. What you're probably going to want to do is something like this. Or maybe slabs. Slabs might be good. Oops, not over the top of that one. But you want to put slabs 1 block in from the outside, like so. And then fill in that outside wall 1 more block. And then place slabs on every other block to give it kind of that turret feel, I guess. Then you have, like, up here you have your defense grid kind of thing. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. From down here, looks pretty castle-y. If you want to add some, like, support to it, you can do something like so. And it's becoming nighttime. So let's set it to that. Yeah, that looks like a good castle turret. I guess you could add something like this around the bottom. Or something. I'm not exactly sure if this would look good or not. So let's try it and see. I think that looks pretty cool in my opinion. So there you have your castle. And then you can put your iron door here. Iron door. And then we'll need a button. Then you have 1, 2, 3 floors to work with for your interior. However you want to build and decorate it, and then you have your up here for your little defense thing. It's a pretty simple, I guess, beginner house would be a good way to put it. It doesn't take much for materials, just cobblestone. You can always use a wooden door instead of an iron door. I just used it for the theming. And it looks pretty good in my opinion. You could extend it out 1 more, maybe. Like 1 more block out, so you have a little bit more depth to it. that might look pretty good. Um, Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna call this done here. I mean, that was a really quick, simple one. I have another one that I'm still planning out myself. It's not a themed one. But I've been actually drawing blueprints for it because the first one that I tried to make didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I've been trying to blueprint it myself, by hand. So we'll see how that goes when I actually go to build it. Typically I'd preview things, but I do kind of like also winging it at the same time. Um, I mean, I know a lot of people prefer being able to see the build before building it because they want to know what the end product will look like, and I'm one of those people. I really enjoy people like the Neo-Cubist because they'll preview the build, exterior and interior typically, so I can decide if I like it, then maybe I can build it. If not, then I just say forget about it. Um, I want to try and do that for you guys, but a lot of the typical things that I build on Pocket Edition because it's just handy for me. I'll just let my mind wander while I'm um, uh, um, not driving, but on a road trip, riding in the car or something. So that's how I come up with a lot of my ideas. So I do apologize if I don't want to build them a third time. As the first time on here and then second time on here as well as the one time on there. So yeah, I do apologize. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like this video or dislike it if you did not. If you didn't, leave a comment. I'm always willing to see what you guys think I need to do to change things. And yeah, um, that being said, I've got nothing else, so I will talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, peace out.